Jermaine Beal. Jawai, down low, Prather. Against Bartlett, elevated well and backed it in.
We've seen it before with Sean Reddick's backing in Everard Bartlett. Bit of a size advantage there, and again, we've just seen it then in the low post.
Bartlett with the 4 fouls as well. Wanted to give away any as he sends it in low. And an offensive foul is called. The elbow was thrown back by Wesley. So the call goes the way of the Cats.
He did throw a bit of an elbow there, but it's a physical game. I'm not sure I would have called that one. I might have left that. Then again, he did throw an elbow, so maybe a good decision to call it so it doesn't get out of hand.
A 3-point ball game. Another look at it. Just wrestling with Knight. How'd you see it?
Yeah, look, he was trying to gain possession. Matty's pushing up against him. And, look, maybe let that one go, I think.
Chance for the Cats to extend their lead. Catch and shoot there from Knight. Jawai up and had his arm wrenched down as he went for the rebound. And he just had a nice look up to the scoreboard just to make sure that they weren't in the bonus, because if you go to the line, he's struggled from there at the moment.
Yeah, no, maybe not somewhere Trevor Gleeson wants Nathan Jawai at the moment. We prefer him in the paint or on the block.
And he's starting to become a bit of an influencing factor. Players don't get any smaller as the game progresses. And he's using his physicality. Inbound pass here to Jawai, the man we're talking of. He gets tangled up with Charles Jackson, who does well. Managed to wrench the ball away for New Zealand. Cedric Jackson trying to dish it over the top to Charles Jackson. Spills back. Nice handles. Ball kicked away there by Jermaine Beal.
Only 1 assist for Cedric Jackson at the moment, but he's getting himself into the paint, and it's that second pass when New Zealand are being very productive.
Inbound for New Zealand. Wesley. Charles Jackson. Back to Cedric. Here's Everard Bartlett. Catch, shoot, bubbles out. And the Cats come up with possession. Looked good out of the hands from Everard Bartlett.
Sure did. The last 2 shots from Everard Bartlett that bobbled in and bobbled out.
17 points for Bartlett tonight. Been a real factor. Knight down low to Prather. Into Jawai. Backing in again. Blocked over the back there by Wesley. Stripped away. Wildcats ball. Kenny did just enough to knock it away from Bartlett.
Nathan Jawai not happy there that he didn't get the foul. He thought that he got hacked, and he certainly expressed that after the play.
A 3-point lead to the Cats. Getting into crunch time here at Perth Arena. Packed house in tonight. The majority of them wearing red. A hostile environment to come to, but it holds no fears for the New Zealand Breakers.
Adam, the last game I've seen here between Perth and New Zealand, Cedric Jackson hits a half-court shot in double overtime and silenced 14,000 people, mate.
Surely we couldn't be going there again. It's a long way to travel. Across the ditch, across the country, all the way to Perth. Huge road trip for the Breakers, but they are right in this game. The Wildcats, though, a chance to extend their lead into Nate Jawai. He wanted the foul call as well, but a big play out of the timeout for the Wildcats.
There is that emotion that Nathan Jawai is going to bring to this club, and the crowd will love it.
Answering back with a huge 3.
We're in for a tight one tonight, Adam.
2-point ball game at the arena with 3 minutes remaining. Jawai was trying to fire the crowd up. Now he puts the moves on, goes baseline. Great defensive effort again by Charles Jackson.
Very impressed with the defensive effort for New Zealand against Nathan Jawai tonight.
Abercrombie's up to 18 points. He's had the shooting touch, kicks it across to Wesley. Back-to-back 3s for New Zealand, and they take the lead.
It's about, as we were talking about earlier, it's just back and forward, and it's going to be like this for the next couple of minutes.
We'll see Nate Jawai. He fired the crowd up then, but back the other way. New Zealand so good, and able to nail a couple of 3s. Abercrombie and then Wesley. Here's Beal driving into the lane. Foul was early there by Cedric Jackson. Fourth team foul for the Breakers. And it will be from the side for the Wildcats. Got a quick step, Jermaine Beal. Loves to get to the hoop. And he's tried to take on Cedric Jackson at every opportunity. Now they inbound. Jermaine Beal driving again at Jackson. Pulls up. Drains that one for two. Seesawing contest here at Perth Arena. Perth take the lead back.
Jermaine Beal, he's such a crunch time player, and we've seen it against Adelaide last week.
Abercrombie again, short. Good defensive effort by Prater, but New Zealand keep it alive. Bartlett back to Jackson. Huge 2 minutes coming up. Cedric Jackson kicks it back out. Mika Vakona just off, and the Cats can try and extend their lead.
Plenty of time left on the clock. We've still got a minute 45. They just need to slow down and get a nice bucket here.
Jermaine Beal spots an opening, drives the lane, kicks to Kenny, the Kiwi, buries the dagger against his former team.
People back home in New Zealand aren't going to know whether to be happy for him or whether to be hating him right now. Big shot by Jared Kenny in the corner.
The tall back burying the triple from the corner. A huge bucket there for Perth. Extends it out to 4.
That is a big-time three by Jared Kenny. Jermaine Beal drives to the hoop, kicks it to the corner. He's collapsed the defense, and he's got 5 seconds to shoot that thing.
4 points in favour of Perth. So New Zealand need a couple of possessions. Important inbound here. The crowd been loud all night. They've just gone to another level. The noise deafening inside Perth Arena. Vakona to Cedric Jackson. Backing in on Jermaine Beal. Cedric Jackson wanting to go to work. Used the body. Prater came across to help. Big rebound, Matt Knight. Fouled on the way down. The strength of Matt Knight to reel in that rebound. He had 3 breakers hanging over him. And he comes up with a big play for the Cats.
The thing is about Matt Knight, we're comparing his size to Nathan Jawai. And he's a big man himself. And it looks like somebody from New Zealand here might have got teed up.
Well, 5th foul for the Breakers as well. So into the bonus. Knight will take the free throws. And that really hurts if you're New Zealand. Giving away the foul on the defensive end. Pushing the team into the bonus, as I said. And Knight goes to the line. You can push it to 5.
Putting the Wildcats to the free throw line, they're just free shots, and it's something that you'll want to avoid going down the stretch.
Can't extend it to 6. Prater was up, trying to come down with it. Cedric Jackson goes to ground, threw it away to Charles Jackson. Able to hold on. So a 5-point ball game here at Perth Arena. Missed free throw there from Matt Knight. Makes the job just slightly easier. Looping pass, stolen away by Prater. Cedric Jackson trying to find Charles Jackson, and the Cats come up with it again.
There's that defensive pressure by Casey Prater that he's done all the second half, and Trevor Gleeson will be really pleased as that's what the doctor ordered at half-time.
The Cats will try and control the clock from here. Beal, triple team, kicks to Wagstaff to seal the game. Spills away. Prater had it for a moment. 45 seconds remaining. New Zealand still a chance. Jackson dribbling, penetrating, kicks to Abercrombie, had Kenny in the air, steps back for 3. That won't go. Prater is up. Vakona fighting for it. Wildcats ball. Mika Vakona extremely unhappy with the call.
Dean Vickerman telling his team to get up the floor. We want pressure up the floor.
Beal trying to hang on. Kenny all alone at half court. He's got Prater running. Prater leaping. Prater with the slam. Spills out the back of the rim. Charles Jackson after it. Ball still alive. Cedric Jackson across to Abercrombie. Needs to pull the trigger. Steps back. Drills the 3. Just to keep it interesting. 13 seconds remaining. Cedric Jackson will foul Beal, who'll go to the line. Prather in all sorts of trouble back at the other end of the court. The elevation that he had, it was a long way down. It's all happening here at Perth Arena. Kenny the pass. Prather almost throwing down the dunk and just slipping on that left leg as he went to the floor.
That would have been a hooly-dooly. Wow, he got up there. Look at the athleticism we have on the basketball floor at the moment. Casey Prather, Tom Abercrombie.
All that's been going on. Abercrombie with a huge three. He's up to 20 points for the night, but with 11.5 seconds remaining. The Wildcats lead it by 3. With Jermaine Beal to shoot some free throws. And he is the man that the Wildcats wanted to have the ball in his hands. 81% free throw shooter through his career. He's 5 of 5 from the line tonight as well. Usually money from the charity stripe dollar bill. Now out to a 4-point ball game. Makes it tough for New Zealand.
Yeah, it's a bit tough at the moment, but you got to think
bounces out. New Zealand come up with it. Abercrombie has to get it up the floor. He's fouled early by Kenny. And the Wildcats have fouls to give.
Yeah, they do. They're just trying to slow the game now, Perth. They don't. The thing is, in this situation, you need to think of the point spread for future games against these guys.
Cedric Jackson to inbound. 8 seconds left. Bartlett ran to the corner. Abercrombie off the screen. Puts up the three, and he nails it. Huge bucket from Tom Abercrombie. And this game is not over. 1-point ball game. Wagstaff has to inbound. Beal is fouled. The right call there. The right call there for the Wildcats to have the ball with him. And he will go to the line for 2 more. But what a bucket from Tom Abercrombie.
He has been very aggressive all night, and it was almost destined to happen, that 3-point shot. He's come off a curl cut here. The elevation that Tom Abercrombie has, it virtually makes it impossible for a defender to get a hand up, and he was able to sink that 3.
Well, Jermaine Beal, pressure on these free throws. 2-point ball game. 5.4 seconds remaining on the clock. Surely we couldn't be headed to overtime again.
Jermaine Beal's a pretty handy player to have at the free throw line.
Knocks it down under pressure. Jermaine Beal coming up big in the final quarter. The Cats have fouls to give. Trevor Gleeson saying exactly that. Inbound. Cedric Jackson bringing it up the floor. Matt Knight traps him well. Wildcats ball. That'll do it. Great defensive trap by the Perth Wildcats. Just over halfway. Matt Knight realising it, getting across. And the Wildcats get the win. Plenty of drama here at the Perth Arena. But the Wildcats maintain their perfect start to season 2015-16. 3 points in the end here at Perth Arena. They almost had the chance to tie it there, the Breakers. They're out of timeouts and couldn't get it back up the floor in time. Huge game from Tom Abercrombie with 23 points. Jermaine Beal finishing with 18, but Matt Knight also with some huge plays in the final quarter. He finished with 14 points. Jesse Wagstaff with 14 as well. Damian Martin in the middle there. Let's get across now to Brad Robbins.
Jesse Wagstaff, 14 points off the bench, mate. I was very impressed with the way you come on and provided some offense for the Perth Wildcats.
Thanks, big fella. It's nice to come off the bench. We got some studs at start, so it's nice to come off and feed off their energy.
Okay, so New Zealand got beaten in Illawarra. You still can't take them lightly, defending champions.
Right, they've won, I think, 5 championships in 6 years or something ridiculous like that. So they're a quality opposition. We know they got some guys injured, but it's always a dogfight against New Zealand.
Jesse, can you walk us through your board games that you and your wife Steph make together?
Mate, we're the oldest married couple ever. 29 going on 80.
Great game, Jesse, and congratulations on the win, mate.
Thanks, Bobby Buckets.
Thank you very much for your efforts tonight. Been enjoyable.
Yeah, pleasure to be here.
Brad Robbins here tonight, watching the Perth Wildcats get the job done. There's plenty of colour and excitement right throughout the night. You saw the spectacular, and the Wildcats able to get the job done in the end. A 3-point win to the Perth Wildcats to start their season 2-0.